Well, before we get into today's video, I want to give a little background on this video and the next 4 videos that I upload. These 5 videos were shot over the course of this past year, some dating back as far as March, and for various reasons they never got uploaded. In one such instance, my laptop broke and it took a little while to recover them. So now that the year is almost over, I figured now would be the time to upload those videos. So with that, we'll get into today's video of Forest Service Road 25. Well, welcome. I am in the Giffard National Forest near Elk Pass. It's fairly close to Mount St. Helens. And what I got going on is that I'm walking down Service Road 25. As you can see, it's a major service road and it's even paved, although in some spots the pavement's in pretty rough condition. So there is a slide near Elk Pass, so they've had to shut down Service Road 25. And I was reading on the Forest Service website that it's unlikely that Service Road 25 will open in 2024. Service Road 25 is one of the ones that they shut down completely in the winter time. So I don't know how far past the road closure the slide happened. So I'm just going to walk down Service Road 25 for a little bit, and if it takes too long, I'll just turn around. Right at the road closure, there's a trailhead, and there's some other service roads that I could do some hiking on. Of all of the federal lands in Western Washington, the Giffard National Forest is one that I've been to the least, as compared to, let's say, the Baker Snoqualmie, which I've been to dozens of times. And I've kind of wanted to explore the Giffard National Forest for some time now. So I'll be kind of winging this video a little bit, and of course having Service Road 25 shut down also complicates things. So I think what my plan is going to be is to start out at the road closure and work my way back to Randall, Washington. So here we go with the Giffard National Forest. This is an example of road damage that you'll see where the concrete is starting to break apart. This is not the worst that I've seen it though. Alright, so I've been walking for at least 20 minutes and I haven't seen any major road damage. Although I did see a cyclist come through, so we're going to turn around, but this view was worth the hike. Alright, I'm back at where they have the road closed near Elk Pass. Because of figuring everything out, getting all the way up here to Elk Pass, I got a late start today, so I'll go back to where I parked. It's just a couple hundred feet up the road from this road closure. There's one service road that I'll check out, and then that'll be a wrap for the day. Alright, so I'm back at the trailhead close to the road closure. This main road is Service Road 25. As I swing around, you'll be able to see the parking lot, of course, where I parked. Might be hard to see, but like right about there is where the trailhead is, and then just a little bit farther over is the service road that I'm going to walk down. Might be a little bit hard to see because the sun is facing directly into the camera. Well, I did not expect this. I could see why the service road is closed, although it does look like there's another service road down there. I suspect that that's also blocked off too, because usually in pits like this, it becomes trashed and there's shotgun shells and other casings, but it looks pretty clean. So I'm gonna go down to the bottom, maybe walk on that service road a little bit, and then will be a wrap. Well, this is a wrap for the first day in the Giffard National Forest. All right, I'm back up at Elk Pass. And what I know for sure is that this is trail number 1. I think there is a name to this trail. I think it's either Elk Pass Trail or Boundary Trail. Not too sure. We are almost into the clouds. I'm at an elevation of about 4,000 feet. So I'm probably going to hike maybe 30 to 45 minutes out, 30 to 45 minutes back. So here we go. All right, I've been going for about 45 minutes, and this is going to be the turnaround spot. Nothing exciting going on here, although the cloud cover has burned off. So there's a couple spots where you might be able to get some decent views. Well, here we go. That's Mount St. Helens. All right, trail number 1 does continue past Service Road 25. I'm not entirely sure where it goes. There is a map at the trailhead, but this portion of the trail is not on the map. All right, I'm going to start driving down Service Road 25 until I find something interesting. Well, I've gone just a little ways down Service Road 25. This Mosquito Meadows looks like it might be interesting. It's only 2 miles. I think it's down Service Road 28. Give it a shot. All right, so I'm about 2.5 miles in, and I'm not entirely sure what the Mosquito Meadows is supposed to be. There was a couple spots where the forest was thinned out, but there's also some other service roads, so maybe you had to turn down there. But we have a major junction in the service roads right here. Up in this direction, we have Service Road 2816, and then we could continue on Service Road 28 in this direction. And then as we spin around, we have Service Road 77 straight ahead, and then just past my van, you can't actually see it. I believe it's a Service Road 239. I'm probably going to walk around on some of these other service roads, but we do have this sign down here that I'm going to look at, see if maybe it gives more guidance. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with this sign. It looks like the Forest Service may have repurposed it. So it looks like some of this text is upside down. So I don't know if some of these distance, like the 5 miles and the 9 miles, are accurate. 5 miles, it looks like there might be a trail, assuming these mileages are correct. And then at 9 miles, there might be a lookout. All right, so the first service road that I'm going to walk down is 2816. Once you start getting into the backcountry, some of these side service roads, you never know the condition of, so I'm going to walk down this for a few minutes, and then I'll probably walk down Service Road 239. This is similar to what I saw on the way in from Service Road 25. Pretty thinned out. You got a lot of ferns down here on the ground. So maybe this is Mosquito Meadows. All right, so I've walked probably a 1/4 mile up the service road, and we already have another split. Now, I did walk up this service road right here. It only extends a couple hundred feet. And then there's a clearing. Probably was a logging camp at one point. I did see a bunch of markings on trees. So I'm going to head back towards the van now. All right, next up, I think this is Service Road 239. A lot of the signs around here have been destroyed. All right, so I walked down what I think is Service Road 239 for about 10 minutes. Not a whole lot interesting. I mean, we do have this clearing right here. There is a few spots to disperse camp along this road. High clearance is required. And current condition of this service road, wouldn't say you need 4-wheel drive, but definitely a good set of tires. Back out on Service Road 77, and I'm going to drive down this road for a little bit, maybe a couple miles. I'm not going to do anything crazy like 5 or 9 miles, assuming that sign we saw earlier was right. Looks like there's some cliffs and peaks, some other interesting stuff in this direction, so give it a shot. Well, I've gone maybe about a mile, and the road condition right at the start was really good, but in the last maybe couple 100 feet, the roadway has deteriorated pretty fast. There's kind of a little bit of a washout right here. It's probably hard to see with the shadows. And there really hasn't been a whole lot of good turnaround spots. I'm going to walk down the service road a little bit to see if I can find at least halfway decent spot to turn around. I did manage to find a spot wide enough where there was a bend in the road only a couple 100 feet down. As soon as I got turned around, I headed straight back towards Service Road 25. All right, I'm moving along now, and I'm at this spot that they use as a snow park in the winter time. It's off Forest Service Road 99, which leads up to the Windy Ridge area of Mount St. Helens. I'm going to quickly drive up that road a little bit, but I pulled over here to have lunch before continuing on. All right, I'm right at the boundary of the Mount St. Helens National Volcanic Monument. This is as far as I'm going to go on Forest Service Road 99. I really want to go all the way up to Windy Ridge, but it's probably another 10 miles. And I really want to focus on the Giffard National Forest. I'll probably come back up here and make a whole video just on Windy Ridge. Now, as I pan around, you'll get to see the mountains and the hills of the Giffard National Forest, and part of the reason why I wanted to come out. It's very spectacular. Now, as I fully spin around, you'll actually see the top of Mount Rainier, so that was kind of cool. So I'm going to turn around and work my way back to Forest Service Road 25. All right, the next stop that I'm making is at Bear Meadows, and it turns out that trail number 1 that I was on, the Boundary Trail, has a trailhead right here. So if I had gone far enough, I would have come out here, but it would have been quite a long hike. All right, so Boundary Trail number 1 continues past Service Road 99. I'm gonna hike on a little bit. I'll probably go all the way up to the Strawberry Trail junction. All right, I'm at the junction of the Strawberry Trail, and there's actually a decent view of Mount Rainier. All right, I made it back out onto Service Road 25. I'm about half mile from the junction of Service Road 99, and there's a short trail that leads down to the Iron Creek Falls. All right, we're skipping ahead a day, and there's a few more spots that I wanted to check out on Service Road 25, closer to the town of Randall, but I've now managed to go down the rabbit hole, and I'm on Service Road 76 at the junction of Service Road 77. All right, so here's a look at the end of Service Road 77. I'm guessing that this service road is probably 20 to 30 miles. Now coming in on Service Road 76, I did see signs for Burley Mountain up this service road. I think there's a fire lookout at Burley Mountain. So that's probably what that sign on the ground that I saw yesterday was trying to indicate too. My guess is getting to Burley Mountain Fire Lookout is probably a lot easier than the other way. I mean, there's signage to indicate to get to Burley Mountain on this road. All right, I'm back out on Service Road 76 and I'm walking further away from Service Road 25. This morning when I was going down the rabbit hole, I drove down this way all the way to the Tower Rock campground, and just up ahead there's a creek or river, and there's some dispersed sites there. I wasn't entirely sure where to park because a lot of the spots were taken up. So that's why I came back to the junction with Service Road 77. I'll just walk down here really quick. I haven't got a lot of steps in yet today. So we'll get down there, we'll check it out, and then we'll head back to Service Road 25. All right, so this is the Greenhorn Creek. And one of the spots that people disperse camp at has opened up. Who knows if they're going to come back or if someone else is going to take that spot. It's a pretty desirable area to camp out at. All right, so I'm back at the junction of Service Road 25, and they have the Iron Creek picnic area. All right, at the picnic area, they have this exhibit for this Douglas fir that lived for about 600 years. And like here is the trunk for it. They got a trail that starts out here at the day use for the Iron Creek old growth area. It's about 1/3 of a mile. It seems like it might be closed all the way through. So see how far I can hike on this. I made it to the trail closure point. Looks like there was a forest fire here. So yeah, this is a massive Doug fir that they had to cut down. All right, I'm making one last stop in the Giffard National Forest at the Woods Creek picnic area and trail. Overall, this little exploration of the Giffard National Forest turned out all right. I do want to point out that this is a very small section of the Giffard National Forest. I was just passing through the area and I figured I'd do a little exploration. I'm going to leave you with footage of this little hike. I'm not too sure how far this trail goes, but I want to thank you for watching.